It's Ashleigh featuring Ari from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and today we are making Mickey Mouse pumpkin cupcakes along with some classic pumpkin cupcakes as well. Now I am going to be posting a more detailed recipe about these pumpkin cupcakes later on in the week. So if you want to, you can go ahead and just check out the link down in the description below where there will be the full recipe posted. This tutorial is more so going to be focusing on the decorating aspect of these cupcakes. One thing that is really important about this recipe that I'm going to note right now is that you want to make sure that you fill up these cupcake liners quite a bit. Because of the oil content in this recipe, I find that it just separates from the liners a lot more easily. I am also using a cream cheese frosting, which we all know is not my favorite, but it does go well with these pumpkin cupcakes for those that do like cream cheese frostings. You also don't need to mess with any meringue or egg whites. It's very, very simplistic as it is an American buttercream. The best advice I can give you with this frosting is to whip it and whip it some more. You do want to make sure, however, not to over whip because then it will start to go soupy. But don't worry, you're going to realize that the texture has changed before you get to that point, hopefully. If you're new at making frostings, then keep an eye on your buttercream as you whip it. Once the cupcakes are completely cooled, you are ready to decorate. All I'm doing here is I'm making a little leaf for the pumpkin Mickey Mouse cupcakes. And you could really do that with just a simple cutter. I'm using one of my cutters that actually has the veins in it as well. When cutting out the black Mickey Mouse ears, you do want to make sure that you cut out the whole circle. Now, usually when I'm creating different types of Mickey Mouse shapes, I generally cut a little half circle into my circle. But because we need something to be able to insert into the cupcake, we're making sure that we have the whole circle available to us. Using a large metal star tip, I am piping our cupcakes. I usually start in the center and then I work my way around and peek up to the top. For the Mickey Mouse pumpkin cupcake, I am using the same cream cheese frosting, but I've dyed it a bright orange. Make sure if you want to get this bright of orange that you always use a gel-based food coloring. The type that you can find at the grocery store that's very liquidy probably will only give you a pastel orange color. I made these candied nuts here by just taking a little bit of butter and some brown sugar and then mixing those nuts together and then baking it in the oven. Now, unfortunately, I didn't write down exact measurements or the exact time it's spent in the oven, so I will make a recipe on that in the future. Now it's time to create those Mickey Mouse cupcakes, and all I'm doing is I'm sticking those ears in and giving it that little green leaf we made earlier. Then to make the little curly vine, all I do is I thinly roll that fondant, wrap it around the chopstick, and directly apply it to the buttercream. I was very inspired to make these by something I saw being sold at the Disney parks last year. It's now time for our brand new segment that I've been adding to all of my tutorials since last week. So for a custom cupcake of the Mickey Mouse variety, it would be $5. And the reason for that is because you have to do a lot of specific fondant work as well as dyeing that buttercream. Now, if I were making these as a special or a stock product, of course, I'm in control of all of the details, so I'm only going to charge $4 each per cupcake. Now, for the classic pumpkin cupcake with just those candied nuts on top and a beautiful white swirl, I'm going to be charging obviously less than the Mickey Mouse cupcake because there isn't a whole lot of detail in this one. It's only going to be $3.75 each, which is very close to my standard cupcake price anyway. Of course, if I were selling these as a stock special, they would be $3.50 each. Now, you might be wondering, why did the Mickey Mouse one have so much more of a discrepancy between the custom and stock? And like I've mentioned in previous videos, and I mentioned this a little bit before, whenever you're being asked specifically to make specific fondant detailing, that does take a lot of time. And when you're not just letting your creativity flow, but you're being asked to do something very specific, you do have to charge accordingly for that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of the Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading daily, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys.